Greetings, I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. Update on the Jussie Smollett trial. Here goes. This is coming out of Chicago, Illinois. The prosecutor's first witness in Jussie Smollett's trial was a Chicago police detective who was one of the lead investigators on the case, testifying that the Empire actor staged his own attack. Smollett was again surrounded by his family when he walked into his second day of court, but was testy leaving after hours of testimony, telling the media gathered, "All right, that's enough, get away from us, get away." Prosecutors first called Detective Michael Theus, who led the investigating into Smollett's report, to the stand. He said that more than 24, that would be over 24 officers, worked the case, spending 3,000 staff hours on the investigation while combing through 1,500 hours of video footage. Let me pause there. Anyone who follows Christian News and Interviews knows that I have reported on Chicago many, many, many times. I've talked about the toddlers being shot in Chicago. I've talked about the 7- and 8-year-old children being shot in Chicago. I've talked about the infants being shot in Chicago. I've talked about the devastating damage that's being done to youth in Chicago. With that in mind, can someone explain to me why over 24 police officers were put on this case? An obvious case of a made-up, bizarre, incredibly stupid story. I'd like to know how many officers were put on the case of the toddlers, the 8-year-olds, the 9-year-olds, the 20-year-olds who've been killed in Chicago. How many officers have been put on the various gang members who've been killed? Innocent people walking down the street or in their car who've been hijacked or carjacked. How many officers are on those cases? Do you have to be famous like Jussie Smollett in order to have officers on your case? 1,500 hours of surveillance, dozens of phone records and social media messages. We determined the alleged hate crime was a staged event. Well, I could have told them that. Most people could have. It's ridiculous. Under cross-examination, Theus acknowledged a security guard near the attack scene told investigators he saw a white man in a ski mask running from the area. Theus also acknowledged he was aware of an unverified report that Bola Osundero may have attacked someone on the Empire set for being gay. Well, the two brothers claimed that they were paid. I mean, that's the last I heard about the two brothers. They claimed that they were paid, and I believe it. And I have no doubt that the two brothers are criminals. This is just all a bunch of hogwash. Police said that he hired two brothers to pretend to attack him for $3,500. I believe it. Absolutely, I believe it. Anything for attention, anything to be a victim. See, we live in a world where people enjoy being victims. And if, in fact, he's found to be guilty, which I personally believe he is, that's my opinion, I'd like to see him do some time. Because enough is enough with this victimization and these ridiculous lies. Stay tuned. I do plan to follow this story.